There are a few options under the PayPal Complete Payments umbrella, so for this video, I will go over the standard checkout and I'll also go over the advanced on a different video. Let's begin with an overview of all of the files and technologies that will be used. Everything will be linked in the description so that you can download and follow along as well. For this tutorial, I'll be using NodeJS as the server-side solution, but I won't be using a PayPal server-side SDK that is specific to Node.js. I'll be merely running PayPal's REST API calls over the network using our orders APIs so that you can take these same exact concepts and implement them in your PHP or Java project or your preferred server-side technologies, so long as you're able to make REST API calls as well as pass data to and from the browser client. So even though I'm using Node.js in this tutorial, you can still follow along and implement these concepts to your own app running HTTP calls. Here we see our package.json file. In Node, if you have this file, you can run npm I in the terminal to install all the dependencies listed here. I'm adding .env since I'm storing my credentials in a .env file. If you prefer to store them directly in your JS file, then you don't need this. I'm using Express as my middleware router for this Node project. You can use a different one if you prefer. And lastly, I'm using Node Fetch to run my REST calls. You can use Axiom or your preferred package or even HTTP module in Node. Like I mentioned, think of these as concepts so that this tutorial is scalable to your particular solution and framework. Lastly, I'll run my server using this script node.js. Here we can take a peek at the .env file. It's just a few name value pairs. I decided to add the port, environment, and client ID in secret. In order to securely integrate with PayPal, you must fully understand how to use and handle client ID and client secrets. Please review our other videos showing you how to generate these two credentials.